Hello artists, hellos! So, we're back on Franix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy, the first one though, we're playing Franix Wright Ace Attorney. Okay, game audio good. We are at the final episode 5, that I don't think it will finish today, because in 2 streams I did 1/3, yapping a lot, but 1/3, can I move with the chair, of the whole thingy. So now we will see if we can do at least the 2/3 of the 5th episode. So we were here, then my nephew arrived, dang it, from his first day at school. I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So Mr. Edgeworth in any committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in the court today. I see. Guess this is what you call fate, pal. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case? Let's see. Let's see, what do I have? What do I have to make him say more? Show this. That switchblade knife. But Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. First big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? Okay, sorry. Guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on the case. Detective Goodman knowing that switchable knife. Bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone because of yes. Now you tell me more? Yes. Now that was a bloody violent case. Violent, so it was a murder, a serial killing. A serial killing, maybe don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with a transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incidents, yeah? So the switchblade knife, the victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Okay. Making me out of some kind of slob. Not responsible for the evidence here that say the bad that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. Bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Okay, maybe ready to go also some escape artist. It's one of those human profiles for range testing. Better him than us. Okay. Ah, that's my personal pole. Never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's the metal detector, the one that led to the solving case of Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. Oh, that's a bug whip. I'm sure it would come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. The cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart. Okay. Ballad? A ballad? I think we need to spray around here. It's a little warm, but there's definitely a handprint there. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright, What if the other bloodstain left in the room? Yep, I was thinking about that, but first I wanna check around. We should... Oh no, they are SL9. They are proof. I was like, we should wear gloves before touching around. Tag the evidence from the SL9, he said, still with him rubber gloves. No, my bad. Making me out from the case SL9. Wonder what shape this piece is wearing before. Good luck, there's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. A tube of glue. Oh, so that's a minigame. Okay, Professor Layton. How does it do? Oh, why combine? Oh, okay, well, it's simple then. Can I rotate them? Yes. Okay. Can I rotate this? Oh no, it goes automatically. So... doesn't seem is this one. This one is the top, obviously. This seems to be the top. No. Can I do what I want? Like, I want to go to the other side, stupid. On the bottom, no. Okay, it seemed way smaller, to be honest, but whatever. Okay, this should be this one. No. There is clearly a little thingy. Oh, sorry. You spent 3 hours? I can't see, bro, I can't see. Okay. I went randomly because I literally can't see the thingy. So. Okay. Still pieces missing though. I'm drinking lemon soda, by the way. I think we need it, but some of the pieces are missing. But they were missing to begin with. Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. Kind of understand how it got broken. Jar pieced back together from fragment found around the crime scene. A piece is missing. That's the DL9. Yep. It would be hard to close it again, yes. That's true as well. Where are some of the pieces missing too? Does it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. Okay. A war against oppression? Oh, okay. Okay, so. Oh. Oh! Now we find blood in here and we know that it's gumshoe. The real culprit. There must be one a massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like this. Not professional. What's your... Is that guy an idiot? Yes, it is. He is. Also, why doesn't count this? This is blood. Okay. I was like, why is not counting that? Oh, okay. We need a Dexter, the blood spatter analyst. Oh! Oh! Blood spatter analyst. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. Maybe it's Goodman that was hurt and was touching to go around. Just borrow 50 bucks from the chief. Always buy it by mail order. Or I better join this. Also, you're a detective. Don't at least the lab geeks, quote unquote, have it. The scientific. Doesn't the scientific have it? Okay. I think we can move around then. Let's see if Edgeworth is back. No. Maybe we will not see him today until the trial. No idea what it is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir. He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. Sorry, sir, I have no idea what it is. Okay, bro is nowhere to be found. Damon. Should I present proof to somebody? I think that's the only remaining thing to do. Presenting proofs around. He doesn't know shit. Okay, he's useless. Surely back in the Wild West didn't play much faith in evidence. But the other thing they trust was their shooting gun. This is neither Wild nor West here. Hello, Jinxie, I am. Haha, but that and this are two different things entirely. I guess so. I'm lost. Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Sheriff back in the Wild West, yeah, whatever. In those cases where they repeat the same dialogue, if you don't get the correct thingy, I wish there was a skip all dialogues option. Also, yes, there is the blood there. Okay. I read excellent to put official marshal blah blah blah. Okay. Alright, Bambina, yeah, win. Ask one friend thing Mac. But it seems like he's willing to talk. No. Okay, there is only a hole down. Oh! So maybe yes, it's upside down. Nah, but it doesn't seem like. Let me check the gloves before talking to him. Okay. Nothing here. Okay, time to talk. Guard station. Mr. Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? Yeah, got that, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actual officer making a detection center told us. The poor little doggy? Poor guy kept getting his name wrong and calling him Meatley. Told us that's why he killed the detective. All the detectives makes fun of him and take his name wrong, and he wanted to take his revenge on all the detectives and started killing one. Said when the stabbing occurred you weren't at your station. Well, maybe she'll be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, might not look like here, but lost my fire for the job, you know. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway out the back of my state Zippy. Was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. This newfangled machine do a bang-up job for keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? Don't take to machine much. Kinda like the stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know. No, I don't know. What? Mrs. Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. Was almost dreamed to be a right wider wrangle on the scene of the crime. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I don't understand what I'm saying either. I'm just trying to read with a cowboy accent. And in my brain I read it normally so that I understand the dialogue. That's a gun now, like a drinking hole in a prayer fire. You still investigating the SL9 with Mr. Star? That was my case. So solved on the record books, but it smelled like a bad game of poker. Can't let it go. So wait. At this point I don't think it's him, the culprit. So only Demon remain. For the simple reason that the fact that Goodman, Star, and him, despite Goodman being the only detective, actually a remaining detective, kept on dealing with the SL9, makes me think that it's somebody involved with the SL9 that managed to not be suspected or whatever back in the days, and now that they are sniffing around doesn't want the case to come back up. So either it's Demon, the only one remaining, or Meekins at this point, maybe it was actually him, but I don't think so, or there is another character we didn't met yet. It's somebody involved with the SL9 that doesn't want that the SL9 come back in the investigations. And so you were looking like you are demoted, so fuck you, you're not a problem. You're not even a cop anymore, so fuck you, you're not a problem. But you are still a detective. You were sniffing around, now you're dead. And whoever the culprit is trying to frame her first and now him. I think. The question is it Damon, the chief of police, or is it another character that we didn't met yet? Because Damon is a weird character, but it's normal in Japanese media to have characters over the top. So is he over the top because he's a funny, powerful cop, very good detective, whatever? Or is he over the top because he smells like shit? We will have to see that. Officially that is off 2 days ago. 2 days ago, the day of our case. That's right, evidence and transferal. Edward was talking about the transferal too. Not that maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be dozens. Like Seba being a mere machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with mistakes. Easiest one to understand are these here security cameras. These are the ones Officer Mickey mentioned. Nothing happened, the tapes are automatically raised every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? Reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. Card reader lists a record of every ID card that passes through. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's 7. Sorry, Bambino, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I take a screenshot just to be sure. Haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Yep. Question is, no, I don't have the thingy. But we have the 5-8, sorry. I thought it was the other one, 8, whatever. Let me save the screenshot. 5-8, yes, 5:14 p.m. 5:14? Wait, then my theory is wrong. I said maybe he got stabbed at like 10, 15, 20 minutes before 5 p.m. and then got thrown into the car and then died by blood loss when he got out of the car. But no, Goodman entered in here at 5:14 p.m. Or at least his card got used at 5:14 p.m. Sorry, but could you explain this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence from solved case in this room. The cap here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years, so we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happened to the evidence after 2 years? Go to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. See now? Transferal is like a funeral for old case. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Only 2 years? There are cases that get solved 15, 20 years later. Never to reopen again, never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Okay, still useless as fuck when it comes to proofs. Oh, okay, I was correct. Yeah, 514. It was used as 514 right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekin say? Sir entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. So he asked Detective Goodman to show his ID. What did he do? That's the thing! Suddenly point a knife at me! No, that's the thing! Suddenly pointed a knife at me! If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. Guess I can give you the ID card record. Oh, thank you, finally. Thank you. Finally and thank you together. What? Okay. Oh! Restaurant? Who needs enemy when you got a friend like Detective Gumshoe? Off pile later. So his job here is done. We had to show him this. Did he take notes? Yes. Miles Edgeworth, Bruce Goodman. Wait. 440 Miles Edgeworth. Who is 514 then the other? It's Meekins, obviously. That enter and ask Goodman to show him the ID. 777777. I bet it's Demon. I bet it's Demon, the only one with the same number. The chief of police. 4989596 is the same. 450 515, it's the same person. Is that Meekins? For the mastermind after Meekins, I knew I was onto something. I'll be honest, if I knew absolutely nothing about the whole franchise, maybe I would expect a plot twist with Edgeworth involved in something. I never suspect of Edgeworth for the simple reason that I know he appears in sequels as a main character sometimes as well. So obviously he doesn't go to prison if we play as him. But that's the only reason why I will never suspect him. If that was an only game and there aren't sequels, or I know nothing about the sequel, I would be like, Mr. Edgeworth, you might stink. Twin brothers, that's correct. In the sequels we use the twin brother Lost Forever, and it's actually Edgeworth the killer here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's show it to Meekins. But I am curious about Demon. I think 777 is Demon. Okay, no, she's stupid. Edgeworth, of course, is not up there because he has the trial now. He's useless as fuck, bro! Like, if this guy is a mastermind, I am the president of the United States. If this guy is a master, or maybe he play dumb. Or maybe he play dumb. He's like, oh, I don't know shit, son. And then he's actually a genius. He has 250 IQ. He's the biggest mastermind ever made in a video game. He's better than any Persona villain. Goro Akechi, he's a fucking moron compared to Mikins. Mikins, the real mastermind. Oh! What? Hi? I was thinking a few streams ago, it would be cool, honestly, if, of course, in new games there are new characters as well, but they reuse all character. Like, I don't remember the name, the girl of the third case, the assistant in the studios where they make the TV series, the assistant girl. It would be cool maybe if in the second or third game she's like, oh yes, I lost my job back there and now I work here, and she's like another witness or something like that. It would be cool if some characters once every while return. Not all of them, of course, but maybe 2-3 characters from each game return in future games. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave so long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. Here's your help bring him tea service. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor officer inquiry. Mute every time you start talking about Persona. Oh no, I was not, I didn't talk about Persona 4. Don't worry. Wait, did you play 5? Did you play Persona 5? But no, I didn't talk about Persona 4, don't worry. I was saying that I would like if in this game some side characters return in future games of Franix, Wright. I was not talking about Persona. You're back from the district prosecutor office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. Yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to counsel me somehow. He's smiling, though. He likes Gumshoe. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him. Now, Edgeworth, before we talk, and then we show, because I think we will have a lot of shit to show this guy. How did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communication error during the investigations. Concealing evidence? Yeah, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. You're okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecutor attorney, however. Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police Gantz. Can do nothing but wait for his result. Ah, I see. Why I ask you? Why? All along I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, never seen him this out of sort. Now, Edgeworth. Alright, I'd better check this now. As I was saying, Huh? What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yeah, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. I go back to my theory. And I fuse it with my new theory, the one that I said before. So, last stream I said Gant doesn't like Edgeworth at all. And Edgeworth is connected to the SL9 incident. So maybe Gant, not liking Edgeworth, wanted to frame him, but something went wrong and Meekins and the girl got framed. So Gant is connected to the SL9 incident. If he is either the culprit of the SL9 or an associate, it might make sense. Two birds with one stone. So Goodman is keep investigating on this case. I cannot allow that. So I kill Goodman, frame Edgeworth that I don't like, and two birds with one stone. Something went wrong. The girl and Meekins got framed, but since Goodman is dead, the SL9 incident, maybe now that we are in the way, is not gone, but the SL9 incident was gone, the problem was gone. Since he cannot frame Edgeworth, he make him look like a fucking moron in court so that he loses reputation and job. Still two birds with one stone. Not as he planned originally, but still he wins. But he didn't count it that we are the fucking protagonist, and so we know shit. Wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. Is that? Is that the screwdriver that was in the hotel of April-May? Chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbing, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it is? I can't say. Really has nothing to do with the current case. I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth. Then never mind then. Brought back to the office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always. I told you that this has nothing to do with the current case. Thing is that if the culprit is actually Gant, then it has to do, cause he asked. Still, please, I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. Pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyway? If I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction. What is our best evidence? No, my bad. It has to be something new. Cause the stuff that we got in court, he already knows about that. He doesn't give a fuck. Maybe I know. Wait. No, never mind. I think he gave me that actually. Maybe we don't have that evidence yet. Maybe we don't have that evidence yet. Oh! Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? The truth. Allegation of forgery. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. Was a top officer and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth. What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilt verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yeah, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. So he never forged evidence? Wait. The first case we had against him, we had the autopsy report that was saying that Mia died with one hit from a blunt object in the head and instantly died. And he was like, ah no, autopsy report updated, she didn't die instantly, she might have survived. No, she died instantly. So you did forge the evidence back in that days. Is that a retcon? Did they forgot about that and retconned that Edgeworth is actually a good guy and like maybe they thought at the beginning to make it being a bit more ruthless and forge evidence, and then since they decided to make spin-off etc and this episode released way after the first game, they thought they retconned with this dialogue saying that he never actually forged evidence, because I think he did in the past. At least once, at least against us. My sister, what? If we were still studying. If we were still studying forensic science. Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminal testing fluid, huh? Well then. You might have a use for this. Do I have to go back to all the scenes, the crime scenes, and search for fingerprints? I'm no saying today's investigation. I love that fucking face. I freaking love it. I don't know, it's so weird. Edgeworth, I'm really... no need to thank me. Here, take your powder and this fingerprints file for everyone involved. It's the second favorite face that he does. The first one is when in court he's like, oh, with all the thingy, the bags under the eyes. That's super, super cool. Suspicious handprint somewhere. Yes. Oh, she disappeared. Okay. Can I use it? How do... what? Maybe I can use it only in one place. They are all gone. There is nobody around anymore. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Finger. Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint, so let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I would say actually that it's the index, but the more clear is the thumb here. I'd say this. Usually when you place your hand, that's the one that touches the most. Now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it is done. Aluminum powder. Imagine, you need a Nintendo DS and to actually blow in it. Bro, I'm playing from PC. Maybe on the DS it was like that you had to actually... I remember there were some games, like in Mario Party, you had to use the microphone and blow sometimes. Let's waste it. Oh. I've seen it already at the beginning. Oh, ho, ho, that's an actual fingerprint. Oh yeah, baby. Come on. What more? Maybe in the middle. Okay. The dazzling. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away. So we're not done yet. This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprints and not knowing who the owner is, right? Cashier's right. His. Yes. It's his locker, so. Match found. Of course, when you open it, touch and fuck up. So what? It's his locker. The hidden ones. What? Also, how do we have the fingerprints of everyone to compare? Okay. Okay, it was on the other side, fantastic. Can I? Bro. Like after a while. Thank you. No. No. Yes. Swing please. Whose are they? Who's? If it's someone I know? Officer Marshall. Jake Marshall. The question is why, if it's him. Why could have been him? Maybe because Goodman threw up the investigation 2 years ago and now was trying to get rid of the proofs, and Marshall had to kill him before he actually made it, but he failed. Like, he killed him but he failed for the SL9, like vengeance for being demoted. Oh, finally we got back to the trial. Yay! So your progress, yes. I'll be honest, I heavily doubt this is the last trial. I think we will have to investigate again and then come back here again. But I hope that's the last one. Because this case is interesting. but it's 8.5 hours long, so if I have to go back and search for 2 more hours for evidence, it's a bit of a pain. Victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. The different suspect was arrested at each of the crime scene. Lana! Good morning, Mr. Wright. Apologize for yesterday, I was indisposed. Hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. I'm used to all-nighters, though. Mr. Wright suspect, the police are clueless. Play bargain? What do you mean by that? We agreed that if I told them the truth behind this simultaneous murderer, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I meant, Emma. But Lana, don't tell me you... Much to my regret. I'm as much in the dark about this as they are. Miss Sky, We found trace evidence of a certain person in police department evidence room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. I don't have to drink. Something to drink, I mean. That's the trump card I have up on my sleeve today. You don't understand what this means, don't you? In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall. We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Mrs. Sky? Close this bottle. Courtroom number 9. Number 9. I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not possible, isn't it? What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yeah, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. Wow, this is one messed up trial. One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what set Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things, even though he doesn't know what's going on himself. That's admirable. Very well, let's the trial resume. On the day of the adult crime, what transpired at the police department? You may call your witness. For its first witness, the prosecution called the suspect. Meekins. Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go. Will the witness please state his name and occupation? Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir. My occupation is, that will be murderer, sir. So you're telling us you're a professional killer? Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You've got to believe me, sir. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is... Sir, I'm what you call part of the younger generation, sir. Person whose action adults can possibly comprehend. Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir, help me, sir. Officer Meekins. Yes, sir. Give us your report of the crime. Consider that an order. Yes, sir, as you wish. After all, I'm a part of generation that must be told what to do, sir. You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm. Crime report, sir. Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing what I was trained to do, sir. Was suddenly attacked. I thought for my life, then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake. Okay. So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you? Do unto the others before they do unto you. That's the Meekins family motto, sir. I see. Then you fainted and colleague helped you regain consciousness. Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir. Very well. The defense may begin his cross-examination. What I need here is more info to work with. Okay, we stop doing the voices when I cross-examine. Charge of hiding new recruits. Yikes, now there's a scary thought. Evidence transfer was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed. Was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger. Blue Badger? Yes, sir, the lovely police mascot created by the chief. Created by the chief, huh? Want a candy, a golia for my throat. Very important. After the award ceremony finished the day, there were so many people running around. In order to enter the evidence room, you need an ID card. $498. Yes. You enter twice. Sean is being used twice. Of course. And it makes sense. Goodman enter. Right after he spot him in less than 1 minute. He spot him and enter. So I think Demon is the 777. I'm pretty sure about that. Or Marshall. Oh, stupid me. Wait. I should have cross-examined. You look as surprised as I was. I swung my arm and octopus, struggling to detain him. That's how I got this gash on my hand. Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be. When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar. I realized that you can go back and forth watching base stream. Hakos Bell's second stream of the game. Of course, I'm not spoiling anything. In fact, like, she is way forward than me. She played more games, but I'm watching the second stream that is way behind me now. Really into kung fu films. Oh, a VTuber. I see, must have been desperate. Hakos bailed. The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of my blood. Jesus Christ. Next thing I knew... He punched me right in my face, sir! She played a few months ago all the Franix Wright games, the remastered, the trilogy, but I didn't watch it because, of course, I didn't want to spoil stuff. And I'm watching it now. Well, we need to try and skim some more details from him. For starters, what was an officer from the General Affairs Department doing in there in the first place? Wait, did I do the last one? Who is the officer that woke you up? Guarding, yes. Okay, so I just had to cross-examine everything, to press everything. With regard to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant. That guy is more and more suspicious. Gant is more and more suspicious by the minute. And it looks even more suspicious that they keep not giving Edgeworth the correct informations. It seems like they purposefully want him to fail. I'm very curious to see how is animated this. Is it in game engine? Looks like. That seems good, man. Yes, it's in game engine and in 15 FPS. But we never see the face. It seems good, man, from the clothes, but we never actually see the face. So we missed the murder part. He's just unconscious and the other person is gone. That proves nothing other than his story about entering there is true. Also, we never see Goodman in his face. Sir, that is the pride and joy of the entire criminal affairs department. Blue Badger, sir! Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly? I especially noticed the time, though. $17:14. It's correct. $17:14, 5 p.m. 14. So if that really was Goodman, how did he got in the car? Like 5:12 p.m. he parked. So the body was already inside the car. Either it was already inside the car, or it's impossible that entered the car at 5:15. In 1 minute he went from the police department to here, to the prosecutor office lot. The Blue Badger. Mystery Man. This face is incredible. His face can be clearly seen in the video, but there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman fingerprints, and he had the same clothes. Locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman locker, sir. So it must be him, no one else could have unlocked it. Each eraser has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint activated lock. This lock ensures that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. I mean, again, I say that twice, I will repeat it. Technically then we won. Because our job as a defense attorney is not to prove who is the real culprit. Our job is to prove that our defendant is innocent. If Goodman was there at 5:14 and got killed by Makins, it's impossible that at 5:15 he got killed 30 in a place that is 30 minutes away from death. So it's impossible that it was Lana. We won. GG, easy, goodbye, next case. Very simply. Mystery Man. His face can be clearly seen in the video. Okay. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman. Mickens. I mean, shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Even the ears look like him. Yeah, exactly. In theory, our job is that. Even just by proving that there aren't enough evidence for the fact that is Lana, period, we won. But of course, this is a video game, so it doesn't stop there. We have to actually find who the real culprit is and blah 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 blah. But other than the first two cases, because in the first one we were the suspect, and we won only when we found out that Red White was the real culprit. And the first one, when our friend was the suspect, other than the first two, every other case we technically win halfway through. But the game expects you to find the real killer. But in a real case scenario, we already won. No, sorry, I myself tried all the kinds of method in the past. Register fingerprints. Also, it's not gonna be that in the game. Obviously, we're in a video game. But scientifically speaking, I can with... I don't have it, but with scotch tape, not scotch, the one that you drink, the one to attach stuff, with the thingy, the tape basically, you can take fingerprints, copy them, use a little dust like that powder to make a copy of it and use it. Of course, this game is back in 2001 originally, even if no, wait, 2001, but it's 15-16 years later. So it's 2016, 2017. Anyways, yes, you can copy a fingerprints and use it even if it's not yours. I don't think the game will go there, but scientifically speaking, you can. How do you know that information? I've heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? Workers in the cafeteria. You also listen to my romantic troubles. You have romantic troubles? Yeah, I did too. I've seen it myself. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprints lock. It was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body. My subtle state can testify enough to this, sir. The only problem I can think of now is that the video states correctly that they went in at 5:14, and our defendant supposedly killed the guy after 5:15 at 30 minutes of distance. Other than that, Do we see the vase here? There isn't any vase. There is the paint up there. I don't see a vase. The gloves fell off. Is the knife the same? It could be. I have a proposal. The defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. Fuck. Wait. How do I fast forward with A? I'm pressing A. No! I fucked up. No, I didn't want. No! I didn't want it to press Y. I was trying to fast forward. Why doesn't go with A? Okay, now it goes. Starting to remember all that happened. Oh, damn. That is Detective Goodman's thingy. I really don't know what I could point out. I can't see his hands. Oh no, he has gloves. He's right-handed. Do I know if Goodman was left-handed or not? Do I have any kind of information about that? Do I have any kind of information regarding his hand? Maybe the victim memo tell me his end. No, I don't think so. And a good man, good man. He lost blood? Or it's his blood? He didn't have his blood before, right? No. I don't like. He attacked him and made him lose blood, and he put his hand, and I don't think it's this one. What is he doing, Meekins? I really don't know what this proof might be. Yeah, they want me to check the footage, period. Oh, I don't have mistakes there, okay. It's the second locker is, right? Wait, I wanna see it when I can go back and forth. So I will reload this. What a freak. It's that one. So it's correct, the locker. Oh yes, gloves on. How can you open the thingy with gloves on? Come on, bro, how can you open the thingy with the fingerprints with gloves on? It's this one. Yes, gloves. No, I mispressed. Ah. I'm sure it's the gloves. There is nothing else. Maybe the gloves that fall, but why? No, it's not that one. Ah, have to be precise. So it's the okay. I'm so confused. Holy shit, it's 2:22 p.m. already. Wow, okay. Like, yes, gloves to open something that requires fingerprints. How? Or not, he doesn't. Does he? think he does have gloves. I'm really stuck. I really don't like... What? For the first time ever from the beginning of this game, I will have to check, because I'm sure it's the gloves. I literally cannot find anything else. Like, honestly, I will stay here. If I don't, I will stay here for 3 more hours without finding what the fuck is wrong. Because I'm sure it's the gloves, but I cannot point it. Come on, it has to be the gloves. It has to be the gloves. What? What? It is Goodman's thingy, right? Is it not? Oh, it was already... It was already on. In fact, he had gloves, he couldn't. There was the light on. I'm stupid. Okay. I'm silly then. I could have noticed. I could have freaking noticed. I'm an idiot. Honestly, I thought it was the reflection, but whatever. I'm stupid, no excuses. Ok. When you reach for the other to open the locker, let's rewind a little earlier. Yeah, but faster, bro. Okay, yeah, it's already open, got it. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Aha! Order, what's the meaning? Very simple, the locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. I know it must have been broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor will detect and report any malfunction. Novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do we have an explanation? How the fuck do I know? Bro, that's not my job! No, don't get... No, bro! Please! No, it's not that one, it's the other one up. Is it this one? No, I had to check, but they made me come back here for another thing. For the second time. But I'm checking now for the kinda first time, the second part. Maybe you? You jammed it? No. What the fuck can have jammed it? I don't know. It's not the metal detector. And also it's already lit now. I really don't know. I hate this part of the video thingy. Here there was the car with the thingies. The gloves were already outside, it didn't go jammed, maybe. But no, I don't think so. Okay, yes, I was right. The gloves were stuck outside, like a bit outside. Something white fell out of the locker. But sorry, it's been my experience that things fall out of the door when open. Often fell out and... Okay, makings. Yeah, but don't go slow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Thing is, if they tell you something jammed the locker, you look for an electronic device, not for the gloves. Okay, idiot. Would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Also have to block electrical currents, like rubber. Very well, will the defense please present the... Yeah, it was a jammed thing, it was a guess, probably. Anyways, okay, listen. I admit my fault. I could have noticed the light the first time they asked you proof. My bad, I've been silly. But the gloves falling is the first thing I pointed out. It was already the answer. It's never closed because the gloves were there and so the locker could have been easily opened. I got it the first time. Again, you need to take the lights first. My fault, my silliness. But I was right from the beginning. Fuck you, game. Seems to debate the victim opening the locker, but it isn't the case. The lit lamp attests to this. Well, technically yes, cause they tell you before when the locker gets open, the light gets on, and you can clearly see that it's different. You might think that it's just the reflection of the light up there. Absolutely, yes. But it's pretty clear. Like, I cannot cope too much and say, no, it's not my fault, it wasn't clear, I just didn't notice. It's objectively my fault. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is it not? Oh, so you are the culprit, Franix, right? Aha, you confessed! Would appear so, sir. Yeah, no, there is a difference between not noticing one thing and being actually stupid. When I say, oh no, I'm stupid, I don't mean that I am objectively a stupid person. It's just that I slipped something, I didn't notice something, but I don't think I'm stupid, obviously. Like, there are clear differences between actual stupid. If you don't solve a puzzle in a video game, doesn't mean you are actually stupid. You might be stupid, but it's just saying when I say I'm stupid. If I thought I was actually dumb, I wouldn't even play this game or Professor Layton. Because I know I will just waste 6 hours every riddle. Or like another example I get is when people joke, of course, that Gaurgura is stupid because she doesn't know math. That's knowledge. But to be an entertainer of that level, having quick answer, always being constantly funny, entertaining, etc., you need intelligence. A stupid person cannot entertain effectively and reach the levels she reached. So objectively, you are maybe not very smart in math, but that doesn't mean you are stupid objectively. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Woodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this. Officer Meekins, please fuck. Oh no, testify. Okay. But me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Also, those video games technically are for children. Yes, we play them as adults, we enjoy them as adults, but they are for children. So they are made to be slightly challenging for children, but they are always made to be solvable, to be stuff that you can solve. The real problems of life are other. The real things that make you say, oh damn, I'm stupid, are others. This is a video game. Is this a joke? Very well, begin your testimony. Mystery Man 2. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. There are a few very big streamers. I don't like giving an example. No, I'm not saying if you are a big streamer you are smart. You can become famous because you go viral for a stupid meme, for a stupid answer that you say. I said a specific name, a specific case of a person that, not knowing math, getting stuck on math, on easy math, some people say, haha, she's so stupid, haha. But to be constantly very quick in answering whatever the chat says, constantly be very quick in answering whatever other people say, always having quote-unquote the answer ready, that require a certain amount of intelligence, period. I'm not saying if you are famous you are smart. I gave a specific example of a person that showed to be smart for the way they think. That's smartness. That's intelligence. Being kind of a quick thinker, being able to have the correct reaction to specific things that happen, etc., etc. But it doesn't mean that if you are famous, you are automatically smart. You can be famous because I'm playing Franix Wright, I make a stupid-ass joke completely random, and by luck this becomes super virals in the Twitch clips. And so I get 10,000 viewers from one day to another. That doesn't mean I'm intelligent, that means I went viral. In the case specifically of Gaurgura, how she speaks, how she entertains, that reflects intelligence. That is intelligence, period. Not because she became famous, but because of how she speaks, how she entertains, etc. You cannot entertain like she does specifically without being intelligent. But that doesn't mean fame equal intelligence. Yeah, exactly, that's the point. You can be very smart in math, but not being good in other things, or you can suck ass in math, but being an intelligent person other than that. Still, people have to realize that the quickness of thought in math or in other things is different from knowledge. You can be knowledgeable but being stupid, and you can be not knowledgeable, clueless, ignorant, but being smart. Knowledge is something that you get by reading specific books, perceiving specific information. Like I know people in real life that don't give a shit about history programs, but when they go back from works, they watch history program and fell asleep in front of them, just because when they feel, how to say it, when they feel like in disadvantage while having a conversation, they give random trivia that nobody gives a shit historically wise, like for example, do you know why that thing is called like that? It's because it comes from that thing in history. Yes, you are not intelligent. You just have a piece of knowledge that you got by watching a program in TV. Knowledge and intelligence are two different things. In the case of math, it's not just knowledge, you have to be a quick thinker, but you can be bad in math and intelligent in other things, like thinking quickly in other things, or being bad in other things and good in math. Obviously, still, difference between knowledge and intelligence. Knowing when the Americas got discovered, knowing when Julius Caesar died, it's not intelligence, it's knowledge. Everyone can have it. If I read a book, I will have the knowledge of what that book says. It's very simple. There's another thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman. That's one other thing. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When an ID card is used, there's a record of it. Yes, but I have his ID card. I could enter now. So what? Does that mean that I am Detective Goodman? An ID card record, I see. The card record right here. Yeah, I have it too, bitch. Don't play with me, Edward. It depends, honestly. Like, if to do, for example, I don't fucking know, 39 plus 69 plus 61, you do like 60 plus 30 plus 9 plus 1 or other quick things, might be a symptom of your brain acting faster than others. That is exactly what not internet sites, not internet tests, actual psychiatrists use for an IQ test. I know that because I literally went more than once, 3 times I think actually. I went 3 times to different psychologists and they all did IQ tests. And half or 1/3, I don't remember, anyways, at least 1/3 of the IQ test is based on how quickly you think and how you think. It's not the final result that you reach, but it's the process that you take to reach that result and how quickly you arrive to that process. Normal people, average people, do a specific process that take X time to reach a certain objective, a certain result. If you have a higher IQ score in the test, in the official test, again, not the internet test, they don't count when you reach the like how you reach the thingy or what result you reach. They count your mental process to reach that result, and they ask you specifically to talk out loud when you do your process. So yes, math partially is your specific mental process to reach a certain result, which is a symptom of intelligence. Again, not by my opinion, but by official IQ tests. That's how the IQ get calculated, by how you think and what is your process to think to reach a certain result. I cannot speak. So yes, the mental process that you do even in math is a symptom of intelligence. And again, that's a psychological thing. That's not a me opinion or something like that. But again, being good at math doesn't necessarily mean being objectively smart. There are cases and cases. Not before the crime, huh? Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim idea. That doesn't mean that he personally did it. So under the case, it should have been due to for transferal. However, there were so few people using this room. For storing certain special cases. Special cases? Extremely violent cases involving police stuff. Just hearing that makes my ears stand on end. Me too, although it doesn't make much of a difference. Okay, Phoenix. There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now let us move on to cross-examination. Mystery Man 2. There's one other thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman. So like your earlier testimony, you believe this be rock solid, do you? Are you mad that he's portrayed in movies? Oh no, if we talk about movies, no, that's a completely different thing, I agree with you. I agree, but I think nobody with a working brain base their idea of intelligence from movies. I don't know, like, it's like saying that, if you can find the proofs in Phoenix Wright, you can actually be a lawyer, an attorney in real life. No. Because in Phoenix Wright, it's a video game, so they give you specific proof that you need for specific case, and your adversary in the game says very specific thing that allow you to connect the thing. That doesn't mean that you will become a lawyer, obviously. So no, I think that nobody with a brain use what they see in movies of smart people doing a quick maths calculation to actually count how smart a person is in real life. If somebody actually goes check movies to see how smart a person in real life is, they are fucking idiot. Yeah, but they are called stereotypes for a reason. Because if I do a movie of 2.5 hours, 2 hours, I have to close a certain amount of information that you can easily understand, even if I want to give you a big story. So it makes sense that there are stereotypes, the word itself says it, so that when you see them, you automatically connect that thing that is happening in a movie to a classic thing that happened in general in movie, and kinda understand easily the character. I agree with you, it's kinda wrong, it's not that the movie showed this and so that is the fact in real life, but I think that nobody with a brain take stereotypes of movies too seriously, unless you go to Twitter. In that case, they take everything seriously, but other than that. Man wasn't wrapped in bandages. I'd even give the W for victor, the V for victory sign, sir. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Enter the evidence room once I use the ID card. When ID card is used, there's a... stupid me. I have to check them all. That card hanging from your neck on one of those ID cards. Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck. Remember when I said 2 out of 3 times my tie gets stuck when I get out of my car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. The record the witness referred to. Yeah, that will be Detective Goodman. Why did he ban? That's also the common stereotype beside movies. I don't know about that personally. I never thought that if you follow the specific thing of the movies about math, you are smart. I judge smartness in other ways. Intelligence in other ways. I judge intelligence on how people react to specific not react to specific information, but like how do they deal with specific information, how they base their opinions. Like if you base all your opinions on what someone else on TV says, then you're not very smart. If like you act intelligent based on little piece of trivia that someone else give you, like I tell you something smart and you go around and say something smart to look big, you're not very smart. That's my way of evaluating, quote unquote. Of course, I'm nobody, don't get me wrong, I'm nobody. But that's how, personally, I think if somebody I know is an intelligent person or a fucking idiot. On how they react to informations, where they get their information, etc., etc. If you tell me there is a program, an Italian program that is called Striscia la Notizia, that is literally, they said it themselves, it's a satirical program that try to do kinda news. If somebody tell me, yes, that's a fact, they said it on Striscia la Notizia, then I think you're a fucking moron. Because you base your source of information from a satirical program. So you're not very quick with your brain to understand when something is a piece of information that you have to take seriously and when something is an entertaining program. For example, that's just one of many examples. I don't know about other people. Like if other people base their judging of intelligence of the surroundings based on a stereotype in movie, okay, good for them. It's not really a good measurement for me, in my opinion. But okay, you do you, I guess. We want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to obviate. Or like, but he's a doctor, so he must be right. No. Doctor studied more than me, definitely. Doctors are human. They can make mistakes as well. So if you think somebody is a doctor, so automatically they know everything better than me, you're a fucking idiot, in my opinion. You that think that the doctor automatically knows everything better than me, you're a fucking idiot. If we ask, why are you coughing? The doctor give your opinion, I give mine, then the doctor is more right than me. But if we're talking about something other than that, and you say, but he's a doctor, you know, you're a fucking moron, in my opinion. And I heard it multiple times in real life. He's a doctor, he studied, he knows more than you. He knows more than me in medicine. But if we're talking about a computer, he doesn't know more than me. I don't give a shit if he's a doctor and studied. I studied IT and I spent 13 hours a day with machines, PC and stuff. I might know more than that doctor. So, yeah. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Also, little fun fact, there was my niece's birthday 2 days ago, Saturday evening, and there was the thingy, not the speaker, but the thingy that you attack the music and it goes, that was not working properly. At the end, the problem was that the cable was damaged. But anyways, they could not boot it up, everything was on, every cable was connected, etc. They couldn't make it work. And they asked me what the problem was. And after like 10 minutes of looking around, I was like, honestly, I don't know. And they told me, but you are good with the machines. No. I studied programming. I can try to solve problems on a PC, on a phone. But that doesn't mean that I can solve everything on the speakers and stuff. I don't know shit about speakers, about hardware. I studied programming. That's my competence. What the fuck do I know about the speaker? But you know stuff about machines. That's a speaker. I don't know shit about speakers, bro. Chill. But yeah, they expected me to solve this stuff because I studied programming, and so I should fix the speaker, okay? Aren't a useful metric for job listing? Yes, it's true, and I disagree on that. And no, they are not only relevant for stuff like self-discovery. In the society we live now, I will make it short, and I don't really want to continue this discussion because it's a discussion that can go for 3 hours. And also, I am a channel that focuses on gaming and on fucking around. I don't want to talk about politics, I don't want to talk about the society, the problems with societies and bullshit like that. So I'm gonna make it short and close the argument. It is true, in the real world, in the society we live in, intelligence doesn't help you with getting a job and doesn't help you, and it's not relevant for the everyday life. That's exactly the problem. If maybe people that vote their politicians were a little bit more smart and less, I vote the person that make the most sassy, edgy tweet on social network, maybe we would live in a better world. If you get a job not just because you have a piece of paper that you might have got because you copied the homeworks of your friends, and I know a lot of people that are actual fucking morons, that are stupid as fuck, but they got the piece of paper by cheating everything in life. If maybe you get a job based on your intelligence and not based on what a piece of paper say, maybe, at least in Italy, in my country, the working class will be a little bit better. We would have more people that work slightly harder and slightly smarter, instead of people that work 13-14 hours a day to take the minimum requirement and keep doing that, and the people with money keep making more money. So I agree, in the real world, being intelligent doesn't pay up much. What pays up is having connections, having the piece of paper, having a smooth talk and shit like that. Maybe if intelligence was a bit more worth in our society, maybe we would live better. That said, again, we open a discussion that can go on for hours and hours about the society, about politics, about whatever. I don't give a shit about that. I want to play Franix Wright, so I will close here the argument and will not come back on that. But my opinion about intelligence is that yes, it's not useful in our society. It should be. It should be way more important how smart a person here is in our society. The most common thing that I say on social network is no, we don't need to check the age of the person that enters social network. We need to check the IQ, because there are too many fucking morons that are free to say whatever bullshit they want, and a lot of people believe that. And so we spread misinformation because a fucking stupid asshole shared their stupid ass idea. But again, end of the story. I don't want to go on about that. No, it's not touchy. Don't get me wrong, it's not touchy. I will not get fired up about that. It's an argument that gets too long and gets outside of what I want to do in my channel. In my channel, I want to play video games. I don't want to discuss about politics. There are channels that discuss about politics. That's not what I want to do. I want to play video game, I want to fuck around. It's not about being touchy. It's that it's not what I do in my channel. I will show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife. But maybe just panicked. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. What do you think? I'm confused. What? Problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. I mean, we found the card at 30 minutes from there. Of course, the day after, but still. I think I saved just to be sure. I saved. But that's something that I try to do from the very beginning of this trial. showing this card as a proof that I am not Goodman and I had this card because he had lost it. So let's try. The music stops, so maybe I'm right. I'm not good at waiting, sir. Found it at the crime scene. That makes sense. Not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. Remember in the future... No, well, don't get worried of starting specific topics. It's not a problem. It's simply that when maybe somebody asks me, what do you think of yesterday's election? I might even... I don't really care about politics in general, but even if I have an opinion, that's not the place where I talk about elections or politics or society or shit like that. So don't worry, bring up whatever topic you want. In general, I don't go too much deep into this kind of stuff. I prefer to focus on the game. But talk about whatever you want. If it's something that I don't like, I just say, okay, just stop and move on. But don't make yourself problems to start a specific topic, don't worry. It's only half completed. It showed Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report. Let me guess. You believe this something is the ID card, eh? Can't say for sure, but there is a high probability. But how did he lost it at the scene of the second crime before the first crime? When Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, or rather the man who stole the ID card and then lost it at the second scene of crime. Allow me to summarize the defense argument. At 5:15 PM on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are two grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far? Yes? What's he up to? That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murderer in the evidence room is also fake. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your fingers around. Yeah, that means that our client is still suspect. The defense are already gone the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means a murder did not take place. Police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot. The prosecutor office, the murderer being Miss Lana Sky, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. Trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon. I mean, there still aren't proof though. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins' encounter? Where did this person disappear to? Almost walk right into prosecution's trap. What are you talking about? Proving one thing and one only. The security video did not show the actual murder. Okay, why do we have to waste time? Thank you, game. Thank you. However, it cannot be said that it's unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amount of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands further examination into the truth of the matter. Mr. Edgeworth, yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? Sorry, the prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witness for this incident. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand. Mr. Wright, do you mean... Your Honor, the defense would like to request a specific witness. Who do you have in mind? Someone we have reason to believe knows the truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room. This person whom you would have testified, what is his or her name? Take that! Can't let Edward know everything just yet. He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say. So we get out real quick. Okay. I will try to finish this part as well before ending today's stream. Sorry, I have to blow my nose real quick. I'll mute. Perfect timing. Perfect timing, bro. Yes, I'll come back later. Okay. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. On top of it, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Sorry, detective. You better be, pal. Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky. That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked? Oh, oh no. Oh ho ho. Oh ho 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 ho. You mean this, right? That's a lot of paper to read in 30 minutes. The Joe Dark killings. Okay. Neil Marshall. Investigator Damon Gant, Lana Sky. So there is Miles Edgeworth, Lana Sky, and Investigator Bruce Goodman, Investigator Jake Marshall, Angel Star. They are all people that are receiving consequences other than Damon Gant. I'm more and more sure that it's Gant, but we got a proof that it might be Marshall. Oh, what? Okay. No, I wanna continue though. Just by curiosity, are we at least halfway through? Yes, fantastic. Thank you, YouTube. I don't want to spoil anything. I just want to see if YouTube is a bitch. The court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. Emma didn't came back. Allow me to call the next witness to the stand. The officer in charge of guarding the evidence room on the day of the crime. We are not really halfway through. Wow, okay, fantastic. Glue, 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 glue. State your name and occupation. Me, partner? Oh, I'm just a man, same and you wander the trail of civilization. Occasionally happening down the cross intersect when needed. Yes, we get it. Oh, yes, we get it. Oh, I know you're a patrolman. As for my name, if you listen and stuff, you can hear the howling wind calling it out. To be exact, it's Jake Marshall, Your Honor. Howling wind? I've never heard that word described that way before. No, Mr. Marshall, you were in charge of guarding the evidence room of the day the crime took place. Is this correct? According to papers, partner? What do you mean? Desperado souls is as boundless as the desert sand. No paper can sum it up. Maybe it's best we got in with this quickly. Please share with us your testimony of the day of the crime. Plain old English. Sure you will. My job was to keep a wary eye on that born orchard. They said I was supposed to make round 3 times a day, but that ain't my style. Besides, the room protected by 2 security system anyways. If I remember right, it was at the street side saloon at the time it went down. Just an innocent traveling man, so if you're out of ammo, it's time I hit the trail. So you lacked your job and have nothing to say. Okay. I reckon even a cowpoke like you knows about those. Yeah, well, what about the fingerprint activated locks on the evidence locker? Fingerprint activated locks? What kind of newfangled doochie keys are those? Not being very helpful. It's not that good with machines or with following orders. Everyone got their weakness now, don't they, Mr. Prosecutor? This one seemed like trouble. Okay, right, all yours. Just make sure nothing moved in the... Yeah, I will not use the accent because my throat will die soon. There's nothing aren't that useful. When the time will come, I'd raise the tape. Chama raised the tape, it felt like I was erasing a part of my life. They said I was supposed to bake around 3 times a day. So you read my style? I'm afraid I don't understand. Didn't set foot in the evidence room that day. That's wrong, there were your fingerprints. Gold mine of evidence. A bike works. Native Gum should say something like that too. I like that. The sentence makes sense one after the other, but it even makes sense if you interrupt. Anyways, can you tell us what you were doing? If I remember correctly, I was. That's super cool. And that's originally a GBA game. This is really what Edward says. Do you not want a race this year? I have an evidence. My job was to keep a wary eye on the... They said I was supposed to make rounds 3 times a day. Che c'erano? Sorry, my dog arrived. È presto, fai il bravo. È presto. Is it soon, right? Yes, it's only 3:15. È presto. Let me save, just to be safe. Doesn't it strike you as odd? That is, you being called in to testify like this? After all, you weren't in the security room at the time of the crime, and yet you dragged me down here. Explain yourself, partner. It's quite simple. We left a very large train behind the scene, or to be exact, a handprint. It's only natural that my fingerprint will be in there. Only wish it were, officer. But you see, your fingerprints were covered in blood. Well, officer, it seems to me there ain't a person in this room with a head on his shoulder. I take it you have an explanation then, Officer Marshall. About the bloodstained fingerprints? Very well, you may begin your testimony about your fingerprints found at the scene of the crime. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints to be in the evidence room. One of them just happened to be at the same place as the bloodstained handprint. Murder touched the locker where my fingerprints was by chance. Bloodstained, that's not how fingerprints works. That's really not how fingerprints works. But yeah. Like I said, it's only natural for my fingerprints. Wait. That's because you, how did you put it, pay your respect once a month? Yeah, that's right. The locker happens to be mine. What do you mean? Mean what I said. That's the locker I used when I was a detective, the locker I still use. All that's in there now, though, is a heap of broken dreams. So he didn't even knew that it was fingerprint based. How do you know? And also, why did they got washed and not the other ones? How did you know? The seal of blood in the desert is just food for the buzzards. There's only one reality, and that's this. Security tape. So long as my trail isn't in there, you can't say otherwise. This isn't getting us anywhere, Mr. Wright. Please consider carefully where you're going with your cross-examination. So we save. First. You want to tie me to this crime, isn't that right, partner? I can't. The thing is, why those prints got wiped and the others didn't? Jar pieced back together from fragment found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. What can I show? $777 is him, maybe. But I cannot prove it. But I cannot prove it. Let's see if I can find something in the video. We have to go frame by frame though. I think I can't prove shit. It's 1714. 777 entered way before. The fact that he's right-handed proved nothing. Does it? No, it doesn't. What? Oh, for the title. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I never thought is shit. Simply right now, like, my brain goes in periods of time. There are periods of time where I wanna play Metroidvania and periods of time where I don't care. Right now, I don't particularly care about playing Metroidvanias, but I'm not saying anything bad or thinking anything bad about Silksong. I was so confused for a moment. But he showed to be left-handed because he cut his bird with the left hand with the knife. So it's not him. I heard that the art of Silksong is that already from the beginning a lot of enemies and all the bosses do 2 damage instead of 1. For what I heard, but I don't know. Like, I don't want spoiler anyways. I don't know, is there any proof? Silksong? Yeah, in fact, I played Hollow Knight 1, the base one, I think 1 year ago. In fact, now on the edits channel, I'm releasing the highlights. I'm doing the edits. But yes, I had it in my list for literally years. And then finally last year, I played Hollow Knight. So Silksong, I will play it, definitely. I might want to play it in 2 weeks from now. I might want to play it in 3 years from now. I don't know. It really depends. There are very, very, very few games that I absolutely want to play day one, but they are really, really few. Honestly, I hate this video. I feel the hype because I really like Hollow Knight. I don't feel it as much as the other fans. Like people that every single gaming event they were like, ah, that's shit because there wasn't Silksong announcement. I was like, okay. Like, I would like to see the Silksong announcement, but I don't care particularly. In fact, now that it's released, cool, I will play it, definitely. I am 100% sure I will play it. Right now, I want to play other stuff. Honestly. Everyone ate this video, I can get it, why. Count that before I started streaming, I'm talking because I'm looking around for proofs. Before I started streaming, the knife is weird though. I read a guy on, I was on Twitter, and there was a tweet like games that you cannot finish without a guide. And I read a guy saying you cannot finish Hollow Knight without a guide. I played it on stream, I never once looked at a guide, never once. I played it fully on stream, I did all the bosses that I found. I didn't play the DLC yet, I wanna play the DLC. But I finished Hollow Knight normal base game without a single guide. There is no game that is impossible to finish without a guide. Impossible to 100%? Maybe. Impossible to finish? No. There are no games impossible to finish without guides. It always depends from how you commit, how much time you spend, and how much attention you pay. Is that the same knife that he used to cut his bird? I don't see it clearly from here though. Is that your knife? Yeah, no, in fact, we're talking about simply finishing the game. 100%, I can even agree. Some games you cannot 100% them, maybe without guides or without being crazy. But you can finish Hollow Knight. I'm the living proof. I did it in stream, in live. You can check that, so... Fuck this guy. That's literally your knife, bro. No, I'm not disagreeing with using guides, absolutely. I'm disagreeing with it's impossible to finish the game without guides. That's bullshit. You can use guide, you can do whatever you want. Don't come tell me it's impossible to finish Hollow Knight without guides, because I did it. Literally. I finished the plot with all the bosses, because I checked if they were all the bosses or not. I finished the whole plot of the game with all the bosses of the main story, secondary bosses, etc., of all the main story without DLC, without ever using a guide. The original, you mean the one? I never played The Legend of Zelda 1. I watched a couple gameplays, but it wasn't full. One day I will play it. But for example, Ocarina of Time, I finished it as a 6-year-old kid in English, and I didn't even used to speak English, I'm Italian, on the Nintendo 64 without guides. I finished it when I was 6, Ocarina of Time. So people that say, yeah, Ocarina of Time without guides is impossible, wrong. That's wrong. First one, I've never played it. I don't know, probably because it's ego. It's personal ego. Like, you get stuck, you don't know where to go anymore. And so if you're not able, not you guys in the chat, the person that says that, if you are not able to proceed, then it's not you that are stuck. It's that the game is impossible without guides. It's impossible that other people are smarter than you. No, it's if you are stuck, everyone is stuck in the world. That's bullshit, that's ego. I've seen that in 2 Italian streamers. One of them was playing Dark Souls for the first time ever. And in the ancient tree, there is a chest. You break the wall, take the invisible wall, take the chest, and there is another invisible wall behind. He always hit every wall, hit the wall behind the chest and found another invisible wall. And people in chat said, ah no, you surely played the game on, because it was streaming from the PS5. You surely played the game on PC and you know already about that. It's impossible you find it by yourself. My friend, if you're unable to find a secret, it's your skill issue. It's not impossible to find the secret. It's you not able to find the secret. You are allowed to do that, but it's not that if I find the secret then I am cheating. I'm simply more careful than you in searching for secret walls. Very simply. Who can do capet? Yes. Gamer journalist. Yeah, speaking of Hollow Knight, there is a side quest of a woman that give you a bug woman, that give you a flower, and you have to bring it to a certain place without taking damage once. For that specifically, I had to check what the fuck is that flower, because I couldn't figure it out. Surely other people figured that out on their own, absolutely. I personally had to check around, because I couldn't understand how the fuck to do the thing of the flower. So I'm not saying that if you use a guide you are a demon and you have to perish. Do whatever you want. But if you can't tell me it's impossible to finish the game without guides, you're delusional, I'm sorry. Murder touched the locker. I don't know in the video what to find. I really don't know in the video what to find. Even here, for example, I might argue, since I cannot find the proof, it's impossible to do it without a guide. No, bro, skill issue. I'm just not finding the thingy. No, I fucked up. It's fine. It's not a problem. I really don't know. Like, honestly, the part of the video is the only one that is really killing me. That I can look at the video for 2 hours and I will not find what the fuck I have to do. Let me close the door real quick. The video is the only thing I really can't do. Let me check this one. Yeah, same. With the Souls game, especially for example with Elden Ring, and that happened literally in my channel. I had a guy that I bought Elden Ring day 1. After 4 days from the release of Elden Ring, he arrived in my channel where I was playing, I was playing in Italian, and he told me, "Bruh, you didn't finish it yet. I 100% it." I was like, "You 100% a 100 hours game in 4 days? I heavily doubt." "Yes, I used guides." Good for you. Why the fuck do you come to my channel after 4 days from the release of the game and say, "Bruh, you didn't finish it yet. Go fuck yourself." I personally play the Souls-like, that I start the run, I explore everything by myself, I try to do all the bosses, all the things, I finish the game, I don't want spoilers, I don't want suggestion. If you tell me, the best build, I don't give a shit about the best build. I do my own build, I do my own armor, my own skills, etc. I finish the game. Then, if I feel like doing the New Game Plus, and maybe, I don't know, there is an NPC quest that I didn't complete and that I wanna go check the wiki, I check the wiki, how to complete this quest of this NPC. If not, either I play the New Game Plus by myself and try to do stuff, or I don't play the New Game Plus, I finish the game. But I wanna play the game with my own pace, without guides, without suggestion, etc. Who the fuck are you to come 4 days after the release, the day 1, and tell me, "Bruh, you didn't finish it yet, I 100% it with the guide"? Good for you, you waste 60 euros. Good job, bro. You spent 60 euros to take the shopping list and follow it step by step. You can do it, don't make it a me problem. Don't make it a me problem. You are absolutely free to do it, don't make it a me problem. More useful in all games? Yes, and speaking of going back to you cannot 100% game without guide, I have the perfect example. Have you guys ever played Dragon Quest VIII? No spoilers for the plot, no spoilers. In Dragon Quest VIII, you cannot complete the bestiary without either playing for hundreds and hundreds of hours every area, or back in the days, in the PS2 there were not online guides, there were official guides. You see that poster that I have there? This one with a lot of video games characters? That poster comes from a book that in Italy is called La Bibbia dei Codici, the Code Bible. That is basically a book that you used to buy back in the days, and there were 10-15 games with the complete guide walkthrough. It was an official guide released by Sony personally. For Dragon Quest VIII, there are some monsters that only appear maybe during the night or during the day in only one specific place of the map. And if you want to complete the bestiary, either again you explore every single area for 20 hours each area, so you need 500 hours to finish the game, or you go to GameStop and buy the book guide with all the bestiary, all the description of enemies and where to find them. You had to buy a guide telling you this enemy is during the night in that area, this enemy is during the day in 10 different areas, this enemy is only in one single area of 10 meters during the night. If you wanted to complete the bestiary, you needed the guide. I am sure there is somebody maybe that completed the bestiary without guides, but you really need to spend hundreds and hundreds of hours exploring every area in every part of the day, morning, midday, night, etc. else you cannot complete the bestiary. You literally cannot complete the bestiary if you don't know where to find specific monsters. I really don't know what to do with this guy. Oh shit, it's 20 minutes to 4 PM. Like, the only thing I can tell is why did the first bloodstain remain and the second got deleted, got cleaned? The print had been wiped. That's the only thing, that the thingy got wiped. No? I really don't know. Yeah, that's the benefit of online resources, that if I find myself in the same tight spot of when I was a kid, I don't have to spend 15 euros for an official guide. At the same time, everyone can do whatever they want. I don't care, you're free to do whatever you want. I personally, my very personal opinion, I think people now abuse of guides a little bit. Elden Ring relays, day one I play Elden Ring after spending $60. I play Elden Ring with the guide for the best build, how to complete every single side quest, how to find every single boss. You are free to do it. Very personally, I think it's a bit bullshit. Don't even spend 60 euros if you have to play like that, in my opinion. Do whatever you want. It's a bit stupid. Hollow Knight Silksong release? Enjoy Hollow Knight Silksong day one. And then maybe you use a guide to do the 100%. But if you buy Hollow Knight Silksong day one, and go with the guide to do everything perfect from the first moment, it's a bit a waste of money and time, in my opinion. Or even the mod that no enemy gives 2 damage in one attack. You can do it if you are a casual gamer. Even if you are an expert, you can do whatever you want. But what is the point of playing Silksong if you reduce the difficulty? Watch walkthrough online at this point, in my opinion, but again, it's your money, do what the fuck you want, I don't give a shit. No, it is acceptable, absolutely. It is acceptable, I have nobody to say that you can't. I just think it's stupid. Not the person is stupid. The fact that I spend 60 euros to go day one with the guide, it's a bit stupid, in my opinion. But again, I don't care, do whatever you want. I don't give a shit how you guys spend your money. It is acceptable, it is absolutely allowed, I do whatever I want with my money and with my time. Personal opinion, don't even fucking play at this point, but you do you. You do you, honestly. We are the same place. Can you prove that he was there? Oh yeah, sorry, I had the bad habit of answering the first sentence and then going on with the reading. I mean, the only thing that I already thought at the beginning, the first time I watched the video, is How is it possible that after KOing Meekins, is that correct? KOing? Yes. Meekins, the person disappear if the room only has one exit and it's the one on the left? That's the only thing I can think of. How did he left the room? And how did he enter? Oh no, he appears when he enters, my bad. Surely it's only one frame. He appears somewhere for one frame. No, Fuck. There is the fight. I can't see shit. Can I rewind? Thank you. He didn't hide behind Mr. Badger, right? Let me check the light of the martial thingy. Maybe when he passes, it gets lighted. No. No. The knife isn't proof enough. I really don't know. I really don't know. I really hate this video. He has his thingy. Is there something obvious like the light that I'm missing? No, I don't think so. I really don't know. I really don't know. That's the thing, it doesn't appear like going back and touching stuff. No. But why he got washed? Why he got washed and the others didn't? Also, why is this dirty with blood? It's the print had been wiped that doesn't sound good with me. I don't know. I don't know. I think that I will check the video to be sure. To be sure to go on, because I really don't know in the video what I could point out. Nothing for me seems obvious like the light or the gloves falling. And these dialogues don't push me to show any proof. Again, the only thing that weird me is the print had been wiped, but the game doesn't allow me to use that as proof. Didn't use those two yet. I used everything else, but I didn't use those two. No, technically I didn't use that, I pointed. White was washed, it's the only thing I can think of. No. I don't wanna check, but I don't wanna be stuck here for the next stream as well. Thing is, he touched by mistake, yeah, but nobody went back. We know that the person sneaked down, but what can I point in the video? Let me see the video one last time. Let me see the video one last time. Also, I should end the stream because Doggo needs to go poop. Boom, boom, boom. Nope, I can't see shit on the bottom. And there wasn't even anything before that might be like, oh, it's missing now. I don't know, I check. I have to give up, because else I will be stuck here for quite a long time. Of course, YouTube is funny. Just get YouTube Premium. No, I will not give them money for something that YouTube gave for free for 15 years. I'm an idiot. I hate this video. There are things that I really don't notice at all. You can clearly be seen in this video. Exactly 8 war, not bad, partner. The killer is in a certain locker shown in the video. The white cloth is gone. What's the meaning of this, Officer Marshall? When the crime took place, the white cloth wasn't there. Then it suddenly appeared. There's only one explanation. Officer Marshall, you were in the evidence room at the time of the crime. What's more, you opened your locker when the camera was turned away. What if my locker was open? That doesn't mean I'm the one who opened it. How? It's fingerprints locked. He really doesn't know. Locker can only be opened by the detective they belong to. What kind of crazy talk is this? Well, Detective Gumshoe did mention something about this. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people of the force that don't know about the fingerprint lock. Like, nobody ever tried to open it maybe with the other hand or like without touching the fingerprint lock and notice that, oh, it doesn't work. Okay. Ole! Please answer the question. Believe we can figure the rest out from here. Now look at these floor plans. There is no place for someone to hide in the evidence room. Yet Officer Meekins didn't see Officer Marshall. Where was the witness? Seems Mr. Wright has an answer. What? 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 What the fuck do you mean? Ready at his locker? I'm really not getting it. Was hiding, I don't know. Behind was the victim. Oh, the killer is Meekins. I inverted them. I thought that the victim of the assault was Meekins and the person that attacked the Meekins was the red one. Yes, I really need to end the stream. My brain is melting now. I really need to end the stream. My brain is not working properly. Also, let's hear about the man's reaction when confronted. Suddenly pull a knife on me. Something about the officer's story puzzled me. If the man had his ID card, why didn't he just show it? Yeah, he would have needed it to enter the evidence room, so he must have been carrying it. That's very simple, he couldn't know. Like, I thought it was logical that he was dressed as Goodman. That's why I was like, what do you mean? I pointed the red one and it's not correct. It is him, dressed as Goodman, because it's the victim. But like, I'm sorry, I thought it was obvious that there was no actual victim of a murder here, because Goodman died in another place. Okay. It's partially my fault, but it's the game being very confused on itself a bit as well. Circumstantial evidence is basically everything about my client. You guys have nothing. We will see that next time. It's 4 PM, it's past 4 PM. Doggo needs to go poop. For now, I sucked today. I really sucked the big giant dicks of wow, I can't find basic proofs like the little light on and the clothes coming out from there. And the fact that I confused victim and killer because I'm a fucking moron. Fantastic. We will continue this game. Today is Monday, maybe Thursday or maybe this weekend. We will see. Tomorrow we will see. It's question mark. Maybe enter the dungeon or maybe something else. We will decide. For now, thank you for checking in. Hope you enjoy the stream. As usual, drop a follow if you still didn't to receive notification when I go streaming. And check the YouTube channel Franix VODs with a red dot for the previous VODs and Franix edits for the highlights and new videos that I'll upload there. I promise next time I will be more active with my brain. And I will see you next time. See ya! Bye bye!